Chris, we're at St George's Park. It's a place that you've obviously spent a lot of your time as a coach. What's it mean to you to be back here? What does this place sort of mean to you?
Oh, it's fantastic. I love this place. It's the hub of British football, I'll say it, of English football. It's where the coach education happens. Obviously, it's where all the men's and women's teams converge and meet. It's a wonderful facility. I mean, a number of our players haven't been here before and they're wowed by it. You know, I've been very fortunate to come here many a time with England seniors, but also when I was studying. The LMA are here, we look after the managers. So now Danny, you know, he gets to know where they're based. And first and foremost, it's about the football, you know, and we've had some really good training days here on some wonderful pitches. They look after you food-wise, anything you need. It's just a great facility, and you know, I'm used to it. I've been lucky to come here, you know, a number of times, but it's always good to come back.
It's a place where you've been honoured as well. We've got a dressing room named after you just behind there.
Yeah.
What's that mean to you to see that and to show that sort of recognition that you've got and that appreciation that you've got?
Yeah, well, basically I was the PFA chairman at the time, and I think they were looking to honour someone from the PFA, and you know, Gordon Taylor, who was chairman or chief exec for a very, very long time, you know, he had something named after him. But as I was the players chairman for 5 years, 2005 to 2010, they said they'll give me a room. Now, I mean, I was amazed by it. I do get a bit of stick, you know, they say, what do they keep in there? Is it, you know, the broom cupboard or something? But it's a changing room in sort of the junior part of the complex. A lot of junior teams use the 3G, and you know, I've been honoured along with a number of other high-profile people, and yeah, I've taken a few pictures there over the years, and it's great. You know, it really is great. You know, I came back today. I haven't seen it for a couple of years, and I thought, wonder if it's still here. But yeah, it's still there, and it's great to be honoured. You know, and I've had such a wonderful year, both with football and obviously personally with the King's Honour. But you know, this one is one of my favourites, to be fair, because just having it there, and I'm sure there's many a young player, male or female, saying, "Who's that?" You know, and hopefully someone can tell them who I am. They might not know, but I'm sure, you know, if they really need to find out, someone at St George's would help them.
Yeah, and as you say, it's not the only honour that you've had recently. Obviously, the MBE.
Yeah.
Tell us about getting that and what that means to you. It's such a high honour.
I've got to say, I won't get emotional now. I'm in a good place at the moment, but every time recently I've been talking about it, I've almost cried. I have cried once, I must admit. But yeah, I mean, it blew me away. It really did. You know, I said it in the statement that a lot of our fans would have seen and read. But I mean, just to be sort of recognised for something that I love doing, and for the work that I've done for others. And you know what? I don't want recognition for it. I think it's right to do it. Privileged position I've been in as a player, playing for all different clubs. And clubs mean a lot to people. And I think when players are there, yeah, we are passing through, where the fan will always stay there. It's their club. It's not my club, it's their club. And it's there, and normally it's there from the day they're born all the way through. And I just think when you're there, can you make a mark? Can you make a difference? Can you first and foremost be a good player, be a good person, fit into the city, fit into the town, wherever you're playing? And if you can help people along the way, whether that's fellow players, whether that's staff, but more importantly, whether it's the fans and the things that the fans do. You know, the fans love players joining in, being part of what they do day to day. If you can fit into the community, I think that's massive. And I feel I've done that, but also I've done a lot of charity work, which I think is important. We have a voice, we have a platform, and you know, I've just done that from the day I left school many years ago when I was 16. and to be recognised for nearly 40 years in the game, yeah, that really touched me. Not many things do, the odd film, but for that to come in the form of a letter through my door, I was in shock. And then I didn't really sort of believe that it would happen. And then when I got the email, and oh my God, I was just blown away by it. And when the big day comes, I don't know when that is. That's quite a popular question to me now. When do you get your medal? When are you going to the palace or the castle? I really don't know. But knowing my luck, it's going to be on the night or the day Wednesday are playing. I'll bet you any money. So we'll have to see, where the game is and if that happens. But hopefully not. Hopefully it's the day that I can attend with my family and my mum, and and spend a day together celebrating what is truly a real remarkable and thankful for it honour.
Fair to say you're as pleased with the MBE as you are being back here, back to work with Sheffield Wednesday.
Yes, it is very similar, isn't it? Oh yeah. It was always going to happen. I mean, I know people are always asking me. There was no rush. What was important for me was how Danny felt about the season. I think the staff, really, from what we did together last year, I think we were always looking to do at least, another season together at least, if not more, hopefully more. But, we want to know a pathway for us. We want to build on what we did. I know there's a lot of talk about trying to, be in the upper reaches. I think we're just going to be sensible and be brave and, try and perform at a consistent level like we did towards the end of the season. And hopefully, when you look at what we did, we had a bit of a handicap. We, through no fault of our own or anyone's, we came in after 11, 12 games, whatever it was, and now, we have 46 games to try and do our best to progress the club. I'm not going to stand here and say where we're going to end up. I don't think that's fair. I think all we can say to everyone is, let's be together, let's enjoy the ride, let's make sure that, when we have our highs, we just take it steady, and when we have the lows like we did last year, we kind of brushed them off and went on to the next game. And I think, in a 46-game season, I think that's a mantra for us. See where it takes us. We've got some good players, no doubt. We've added. I'm sure if we can, we'll add more. And then we'll just see where it takes us, But we've got a really good coaching staff. We've got a good blend, good camaraderie, lots of laughs. I'm learning a bit of German, some good German and some swearing German, but I won't say that. But it's really good, and things like being here and when we go abroad can only help the camaraderie and the personality of the team and the group, and hopefully we can, have a real strong season.
Tell us about being here, and also tell us what a Danny O'Reilly pre-season looks like, because obviously it's his first one as a manager.
Let me tell you, I'm glad I'm a coach nowadays and not a player. That's all I'm saying. They have worked hard. Wow, they have been they've been under it a little bit, but it's good because Danny, obviously feels that the boys need to work hard to show some resilience, and sometimes when you think you can't go again, they have done, and I think Danny has really got that into the group already. We're only 2 weeks in. That he thinks that when it's getting hard, that's the time where you've got to be stronger. That sort of injury time, that's the last 10 minutes when you're really knackered, really tired, but knowing that you can get through it. And I think that's been the thing we've been doing so far.
Just finally, you spoke in the off-season about what Sheffield Wednesday means to you, and particularly when you first came in and on a personal level, what it means to be here.
Yeah.
How much are you looking forward to the season ahead and the work that we've got over this next few weeks and getting started again in the season?
Yeah, obviously our first game is Plymouth. Obviously Wayne Rooney's gone in. It's a live game, it's on the Sunday. So that's going to be exciting already. I feel it's going to be a sellout, knowing our fans. Yeah, I can't wait for it. I think the next 2 weeks is building blocks. You know, the boys have got a bit of a base conditioning wise, but we're going to step that up, I'm sure. We've got some good games coming up, both at home and abroad. And yeah, you want to win those games because then it kind of breeds good habits. But pre-season, without a doubt, whether I was a player or a manager, it's about good habits, about knowing what you're doing, about the group being fit at a good level, and you kind of peak it so you make sure that they're at their sort of optimum at the start, but there's still room for improvement through August, September, and normally by October you're flying. You're in the groove, and you know, I really hope that you know, the boys have a real strong pre-season. They're looking good. They've taken on board exactly what was needed at the end of last season, but equally they've come back strong, they've come back in good shape, and yeah, let's hopefully we can build on not only the 𝙫𝙬𝙧𝙮, but we've got a few more friendly games that, you know, are important for us, you know, and important for Danny to look at the way we're going to play, and everyone's got a part to play, including you fans.